Hello BKFK listeners, we're back. We've been very hard at work and have some great news for you. We have published our first book. It's called the BKFK Storytime Colouring and Reading Book Volume 1. You can get it on our website or on Amazon. The stories in this book are Hidden Treasure, Maui Tames the Sun, Monkey Hats, Mouse Deer and Snail, Mulan, The Crafty Carpenter, The Golden Guitar, The King Who Wanted to Touch the Moon, The Snake Charmer, and William Tell and the Apple. You can read each story yourself or just listen along to the podcast. Each story is accompanied by 4 beautiful colouring pages. There are 40 pictures in total. This colouring book is a fun and creative way for kids to immerse themselves in the imaginative world of By Kids for Kids Storytime. You can get it for only $6.99. Just go to bykidsforkids.co or search for BKFK Storytime Colouring and Reading Book Volume 1 on Amazon. This book is a great way to support us, and it really helps us to bring you as many more stories as we can. Today's story is for another book we are working on, The A to Z of Monsters. This story starts with the letter G. It might be familiar to some of you because it's an old BKFK story that we've made into a rhyming story for the new book. But first, let's hear who the superstars are on this episode.
Hi, my name is Carter and I live in Florida, Winter Springs. I am 7 and I like doing jiu-jitsu, so say Eddie.
My name is Josie. I am 6 years old. I live in Perth, Australia, and my favourite things are peafowls and flamingos, and my favourite movie is Harry Potter.
Great job, guys. Okay, Ruby, let's hear the monster beginning with G.
The Genie. A fisherman stood all alone on the rocks. He was having a very bad day. He grumbled,
I wait, but no fish take the bait, and nothing is going my way.
He threw out his line for the 56th time and prayed for a change in his luck. But all that he got was a broken old pot, all slimy and covered with muck. He picked up his net and he twirled it around and tossed it as far as he could. But all that he caught when he pulled it back in was a rotting old piece of driftwood. The fisherman sighed.
I will give one last try.
He gathered his net for a throw. He whirled it and twirled it and threw it again. It sank in the water below. Cursing his luck, the man pulled it back up and opened the net one more time. He found an old bottle all covered with weeds and barnacles, starfish and slime. On closer inspection, he saw its perfection. He carefully wiped it and dried it. He looked at his prize and then gasped in surprise when he heard a strange noise from inside it. The fisherman cried,
I must know what's inside. I cannot resist it, I must.
He pulled with a pop the old cork from the top and shook out some ancient old dust. The air started twirling and wisping and whirling and whooshing all over the place. He trembled with fear as above there appeared a man with a cruel, evil face. You must understand this was not a whole man. Its legs were a spinning whirlwind. The top of the man had a glistening tan with tattoos all over its skin. It folded its arms like it meant to do harm. The fisherman felt small and teeny. Its evil eyes glared as the fisherman stared. He knew that this must be a genie.
At last I am free,
It yelled.
Bow down to me, pathetic and pitiful scum. You cannot escape. The revenge I will take. The time for your death has now come. The years I have spent have now come to an end, and that bottle with nothing to do. Someone must pay in a terrible way, and that unlucky someone is you.
The fisherman cried.
This can't be because I heard that genies are meant to grant wishes.
Wrong!
Laughed the genie. It was quite a meanie.
Prepare to be fed to the fishes.
It pulled out a sword and then drifted toward the quivering, shivering man. As it came near, the man had an idea.
Wait!
He said, raising his hand.
Well done, oh genie. You should be quite proud of your cunning and wonderful trick. Your little illusion gave me some confusion. It really was clever and slick. This bottle I found made an interesting sound, and I thought that you came from inside. But now I can see that this just cannot be.
He winked and said,
Where did you hide?
The genie then bellowed,
You cheeky young fellow! How dare you suggest I'm a fake?
The man then replied with a glint in his eye.
You silly man, give me a break. It really was splendid, the way you pretended. I loved all the whirlwindy smoke. Well done to you for the tricks that you do. It was a magnificent joke.
What?
Cried the creature.
You rascal, I'll teach you a lesson. I do not pretend. Your doom will be tragic. I'll show you my magic. You'll see for yourself once again.
The air started twirling and wisping and whirling and whooshing all over the place. It sucked itself into the bottle again and disappeared without a trace.
And now that you're in,
said the man with a grin.
This nonsense must come to a stop.
He laughed as he picked up the bottle and quickly he shoved the cork into the top. The genie then cried from its prison inside.
Oh, what a fool I have been!
The man threw the bottle with all of his might. It drifted off into the sea. Next time you see an old bottle at sea and hear from within a slight moan, take my advice. You should rather think twice and leave that old genie alone.
Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.